Can you feel my rain? Okay, so we decoded the movie Jason, which is we decoded Friday the 13th. Okay, part one, which is all about this character Jason, but the first installment we saw mostly killings, right? We saw, I guess the stumping ground. This may be the beginning, it may not be the beginning of Jason's story. And we decoded who Jason represents. He represents the sun. But we didn't decode what the sun reference. We know that it's connected to the Bible, like because the Son of Man and Jesus Christ is referred to as the Son. So we didn't decode the Son. We are going to save that. Okay, my decoders, my evolutionary beings, we are saving that, the Son. We're going to save that until we get to the Bible. Okay, and we're going to decode the Bible because the Bible is one big code. If you did not know, now you know. Okay, which is filled with many. It's like think of a one big code with billions of codes within it. That's the Bible. Okay, so this is one step at a time. But first, we're gonna decode the codes of our reality first, and then we can get to the Bible. But the Bible is going to be referenced throughout our decoding journey. If you didn't know, now you know. We're gonna be referencing the Bible a lot. Okay, so we may stop and pull different things from the Bible to help us decode. So, but for us to decode, take time to decode the whole entire Bible, that's not realistic. That's going to take too much time. But if it comes up, we're going to go back to the Bible and we're going to decode it. And I keep saying the Son of Man. That's very interesting. The Son of Man. What does that even mean? The Son of Man. You know what? We're going to do that sometime this week because I have so many things that we got to do this week. Okay, we have we have a lot of upcoming codes that we have to decode this week, especially when we get to September. Ooh, we're gonna go through it. Okay, when we get to September, October, it's gonna be. Ooh. But right now, I feel like God's starting us very small. We're at the very beginning, you guys, of our journey, and we're decoding the sun. What is the Son? Who is the Son of Man? So that's basically who we're decoding. Jason. Jason is the Son of Man. He represents the Son. So we're gonna decode that as we go through the franchise of Friday the 13th. Because I think it's like 7 movies of it, 6 or 7 movies of Friday the 13th. It started from 1980s. Okay, so something happened in the 1980s. Okay, that's when the Jason movie came out. So something did occur in the 1980s. Okay, sorry, Yari, I kind of began without you. um, so let me give you a refresher. So basically, I was discussing that we're going to be using throughout our journey here on my channel, throughout my journey of us decoding God's codes. We're going to be referencing, oh, that's because I schedule at 4. Yeah, YouTube is locally out for real. But it's okay. I have plans on what's my next step, but that's okay. So basically, I was just explaining to those who come along, through the journey of us decoding God's codes. I was explaining to them, or to you guys, if you guys watched my old videos, we're gonna be referring we're gonna be referencing the Bible a lot, but we're not gonna take the time to decode the whole entire Bible as if like one thing. Like that will take too much time because the Bible is one big code. And I said, think of the Bible as one big code, like one large code filled with billions of codes within it. It's a lot, okay? Because we have the Old Testament and the New Testament, and it's a lot into that. So I'm like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to like decode the whole Bible chapter, like book by book, chapter by chapter. No, we're not going to do all that. But if the Bible is referenced during our decoding, we're going to take a moment to like get our Bibles out and go to the page that it's referring to so that we could get the clue, get the message, or get that code. That means there's a code in the Bible that we need to decode to connect to another code to get the message. So that may be that's going to happen throughout our journey. Okay. So for instance, the movie Friday the 13th is like you said, Yar, you said that is the day that Jesus was crucified, or the day that Judah betrayed him, was Friday the 13th. We also, you said that, I think that was his birthday. Jason, that was Jason's birthday. And I don't know if that was Jesus' birthday, but you said it was on a Friday. We don't know what day yet. So that's very significant. Who do we say Jason is? We said Jason is the son, and I keep saying the son of man. Okay, but we didn't decode the sun. I actually know what's the decoding of the sun mean, but we can decode it now if you guys want to. I was gonna wait, but I'm like, we could just do it now. Jason represents a code. He's a character. He is one of God's character, one of God's code. He represents the Son of Man, the Son. What is the Son of Man? People refer to the Son of Man as Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ represents a code, a character. Okay? So if these people all represents the Son of Man, characters, right? And the Son of Man represents the Son, what does that all mean? Put it all together. And we mentioned this yesterday live, Yari, that we said that God's like in the movie Jason, it seemed like he shapeshift or something, or he shapeshifted basically. He could change his form. Okay, so that's very significant. The Son of Man has the ability to change his form, his appearance. This is not like, how actors do it. This is like real life shapeshifting, not like a skinwalker. Mm-mm. This is not like a metamorphosis type of thing. It's just God could just change his form. Think of Lucy, in the movie Lucy, and how she can change her form. It's like a genetic evolution type of thing. The Son of Man can do that. Water can change its form. Yeah, something about ice, cold. It could heat up too. It could get foggy. You're right. Water can change its form. Like water, it can like I said heat up, but like it could get cold, so cold that it could kill you, but it looks like heat. What is that? Nitrogen? Not only does it takes the shape of its container, but it states of matter, water, state of matter, state of container. I'm writing this down. Very good information. Yari, you're so good. But yeah, we know that God can shapeshift. His character can change. He could change his form, so he could be anybody. He could be a woman. And remember, I said Jesus Christ. Can we know Jesus Christ is the Son of Man? So Jesus Christ is a character. And I said in this lifetime, Jesus Christ is going to be a what? What did I say? Jesus Christ is going to be a what? No, Yari, you're very, very good. Like you're helping me out. You seen yours. This is what I like. That I love that I'm inviting you guys to decode as well, because I feel like when I'm decoding it, I may decode, but you guys may see something I don't see. Even though I have a very sharp eye, I'm still a beginner. I'm not a master or advanced. Like this is new to me. Like I'm gifted, but I'm still new. I'm like, are you smarter than the fifth grade, bitch? I'm a kindergarten. I am kindergarten. I'm being completely real with you. I am new at decoding. What I feel like what makes me great at coding is because of my gift, but I'm still new at it. It's a lot that goes into it. It's not just about paying attention to the details. It's not just about being very observant and having a sharp eye, and it's not just about being a seer. Yes, we have an advantage, but there's a lot that goes into decoding, building off each other's ideas. Like we're seeing something and then we're connecting the dots. That's why I like that. Paying attention to the details. And it's funny that you're using intricate because that is God's word all the way. Intricate, the small details. He liked looking at the small details. Okay, so we know Jesus Christ represents the Son of Man. He could change his form. He could change his character. Like you already mentioned, water can do the same thing. And I kept saying that water keeps being referenced. Water. So again, the power of God. God's strongest power is water. Because even the storm, right? I said that's God's coming in, right? That's God's symbol. So water is God's powerful attribute, is water. That's his powerful gift, is water. Okay. Even Jason, the character, if you pay attention, he represents the sun, right? Is a shapeshifter. He in the movie, this character drowned in the water, but the thing is that became his power. And remember, I said Jason wasn't a real boy. It wasn't an actual boy that drowned. Even if the movie made it that way, remember this is a code. Jason represents a character. The water represents something. The lake represents something. So him drowning in the water means he was drowning. He was drowning in sorrow. This character. He was drowning in pain. But I said that he can handle the pain. I said Jason can handle the pain. And what did I mention earlier today about this? I can be bad, but I'm perfectly good at it. Six and stone may break my bones, but chains and ribs excite me. I said something of time. We reference time. Something of time that occurred where something worked against someone, but it became its gain. Pain is gain. So the water became, even though it worked against God, he was drowning in that pain, that sorrow. Like, because I felt like, because we said that Jason was clairsentient. We said that Jason was some type of empath. He felt the pain. Because even when I was watching the movie, all I felt was Jason, like his pain. So he was drowning in pain. It was too much for him to bear, but it became his power. That's what makes him strong. That's what makes him able to become the son of man. That's what made him the son of man. That's what made him the son. That's what made him be this avenging angel, to protect the souls that was forgotten, to protect the souls that suffered, to protect the souls that their stories was never told. Okay, he became the son of man. He became it. Everything has an origin story. Everything has a beginning of what it. Everything has its origin. Everything has a beginning. Everything has a seed, its core. But what does that seed become? What does that core become? What does that beginning become? The coming, the coming. Interesting. Okay, so I also decoded something with the Son of Man. The sun represents light. We all should know that, but it represents light. So Jason is the light. He is the light. He represents the light. He represents the light. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say when it comes to Jason and the reference to the Son and the Son of Man. We didn't decode that yesterday, but I wanted us to do it today. Well, I wasn't planning on to, but it kept being mentioned. So you know what? Let's just do it today. So that's what the Son of Man the sun is referring to. It's the light, the light. Okay, the light. The light can change its form as well. Okay. Also, the movie Friday the 13th, its first installment, its first movie, came out in 1980, sometime in the 1980s. So remember that date, mark that date, 1980. Something happened in that year that's significant. 1980. Okay, going back to what we were saying in the live that we just left, you already mentioned it. You said that you saw an image in your mind's eye, and I said I saw a vision when I was watching Friday the 13th of the part when they. It was a certain part that I watched. Hold on, let me get the. Because I channeled it so. It was the very beginning. I channeled it so quick, but Oh yeah, I remember what part. I think the character name was Ned when he was making fun of the Native Americans. That part, that's when I channeled that message. But I said in that live, I said that Camp Crystal Lake is some type of burial ground. Okay, it's where there are dead people that's buried. Something occurred in the past where Native Americans were brutally murdered. A certain tribe of a Native American, they were brutally murdered, and the story of what actually occurred is covered up. It's not the truth. It's the truth is hidden. Okay, it's been covered up. But I said this tribe, this Native American tribe, was the Natal tribe, or a very important tribe to God, the light. The light protected this tribe specifically. God loved this tribe. They represent God's holy people. But there was one specific person in that tribe that God loved the most. And I know we're not supposed to love, but hey, God has favorites. But anyways, there was one specific person that God really cherished and loved, and this person died brutally. Okay, but this person died brutally amongst the tribe. I think the tribe was called Natal, or maybe Natal is a name for something, because that's what I got. Natal. Maybe it means something. Natal. Natal. Okay, we're gonna save that because I there's more to this story. So we're gonna save Natal for now. So let's write that down. Natal, the Native American tribe. Okay, now let's get to the colors. Okay, I noticed the colors of the people that what they were wearing. They were wearing green, pink, and yellow. Yes, that's how you spell it, Yari. Let me pin it so those can see it in live. Yes, there was colors being referenced throughout the movie. If you pay attention, that's very significant. That's a clue. The color green, the color pink, and the color yellow. I mentioned that these colors were shown to me for a while, and I still haven't decoded this. The colors. I'm wearing pink. Okay, well, good for you, Girlene, for wearing pink. I'm still trying to decode it. Decode the colors. Cause it means something, you guys. This has nothing to do with chakras. It means something else. Cause I tried to like connect the dots with the chakras in our body, but it has nothing to do with that. So what does the color represent? The color green, pink, and yellow. Apparently, yellow is the highest form. Something about form. Because this is what I got. I got someone like pinning. They're pinning the colors. Like at first, someone got the green, then they got the pink, and then they put the yellow right in the right on top. They put the yellow right on top. So the yellow is its highest form. Highest form of what? Yellow. It goes yellow, then it goes green, then it goes pink. Draw a triangle. I want you guys to draw a triangle. People think pink is the highest form, but it's yellow. That's what I got. Okay, so I want you guys to draw a triangle and write yellow on top of the triangle. Oh, yo. This reminds me of a volcano. A volcano that I mentioned earlier. And then green. But yellow, it's like the yellow. So the yellow represents the top, right? The top of what? And I'm when I was talking about the volcano, I said someone's lifting the lid. So lifting the top off your head, like what is this? Like this is what I drew. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of like yellow, and I wrote top. It's kind of backwards. Interesting perspective, Yari. But I don't know, like the highest form of something, the highest crime. Oh, that's what you basically just said. Yes, the I don't know, levels. It could represent levels. Look how I wrote levels. Look how I wrote the L, like a ladder. It could represent some type of ladder to what? Even the survivor, she was wearing the yellow raincoat and she survived. A pyramid? A pyramid. I feel like it's not going to be today that we're going to decode this, but it's going to be referenced a lot, the colors. So let's just save that for now because I feel like this is intricate. This is like, there's more details with this. There's something that's connected with this. So we're going to save this clue. So let's write the triangle reference in the levels, the ladder, pyramid, and make sure that you have the color yellow on top, green on the side, and pink on the right. Okay, green is on the left, pink is on the right, yellow is on the top. So make sure you write the levels, and then all that. Steve, the man who owned the camp, I think, was also wearing yellow coat. Yeah, and he died. He died. Oh, hey, curly girl. Alice was spared, though, and she wore a yellow coat. Maybe it's a categorization of something else. She was portrayed to be the most intuitive. Well, like the one that was had the most intuition. Okay, then Curly Girl says, "Hey, Curly Girl, nice to see you." She said they made the top of it to be closer to the sun god, sun, yellow, which I said the sun represents the light. The light. Okay, maybe the yellow represents the light. Okay, it could be because they do have the same shade. Oh, you should watch it. It's we're watching the whole franchise. We watched part one. We're gonna watch part two, but that's gonna be for next Friday live. You guys have a week to watch part two, and I posted it on the community tab. If you want to watch part one, I post a link so you can watch it. Um, but we decoded Jason. Jason represents the light, the Son of Man, the one that didn't die in the end. I also noticed that when she was playing stripping Monopoly, she was the only one who never took any clothing off. She had morals, integrity, and she barely did the stuff that everyone else did. And Jason spared her in the end. Interesting. Did he? Because it seemed like he was trying to get her. Well, he could have gotten her. It was an attempt because he was trying to get her. Like he grabbed her, but you said he spared her. Why? Why did he? Then why try to attempt it? Why try to scare her? Remember the ending? He scared the living crap out of her. Again, there's more to the movie. I think it's 6 movies, so there's more to the story. She had her hand in the lake throughout the night and didn't finish her off. He only pulled her in. He pulled her in. We'll see how the story plays out. And remember the townspeople, they actually know the original story. It's like, I feel like the town people is part of the cover up. We're gonna see part two. I didn't watch part two yet, but I feel like the townspeople is probably part of the cover up of the original story. Remember that I said there's this is based off a true story. There was a town where there was a killing that happened to the point where they buried it, they covered it up. The truth was never told, and that land became cursed. So that's going to be something interesting. Yeah, they were acting weird. They know. So we're gonna keep watching, especially like the police officers that kept being referenced. Police. When they first look at the cook, I thought we were, yeah, or pretending. You talk about the cook. No, when they first look at the cook, I thought the way where you said people were under a spell. I don't think she was under. She represents um those who are naive, ignorant. That's what she represents. Remember the driver Enos? He kept calling her like, "You dumb kids. You guys are so dumb. You ignorant." So she represents ignorance. The hitchhiker Annie, she represents ignorance. She didn't know any better, unaware of self, unaware of what was happening. But she represents youth as well, because the driver kept saying, "You dumb kids." Okay, but I was trying to figure out the owner. Like, he was not really shown throughout the movie till the end. Like, that's when we saw his death. So maybe he wasn't even that important or that significant, I should say. Like, well, it's the same thing, but he was there. He's like, oh, he was talking to the survivor, like in the beginning. He was like, "Oh, you're so beautiful." He touched her face. "You're such a beautiful painter," or something. He was kind of giving me weirdo vibes. Just saying. What, Yari? Yeah, that's why I thought it was him. I thought he was the killer or something like that. I thought he was the killer because he was acting very weird. I didn't expect the mother, or maybe that was Jason's shape shifted form. Who knows? But I thought it was all him. He stuck out to me because he was not shown throughout the whole movie. Towards the end, it showed him at the diner, which we didn't decode the diner. So let's write the diner down because I feel like that's significant, and it's going to be shown throughout the movie, the franchise, that place, the diner. But the mother represents Jason's shape shifted form, I believe. Um, So yeah, that's what I wanted to like discuss was the colors and Jason. Oh, we didn't do Friday the 13th, the actual title of the movie. Okay, we have the day Friday, and then we have the 13th. Then we have the 13th. Okay, Friday is the 5th of the week, right? It's the 5th day. 13, 1 plus 3 equals 4. Like if you reduce the 13, it becomes a 4. 5, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 repeated. It becomes 9. Repeated. Okay, something's repeated. The number 9 represents repetition. It represents evolution to me. People say it's spiritual. Yeah, it is. It's spiritual advance, but number 9 is gates, gateways, a portal. People call it the portal. I remember I said knocking at death's door. What was I referring to? Knocking at death's door. Was it the number 13? Oh yeah, the number 88. I was supposed to mention that. I feel like 88 represents 88 death. But I can't be wrong. So we're just gonna put a number 88 and save it because I'm not sure yet. It might be referenced again, that number 88. But yeah, I said knocking on death's door. I think I referenced that to number 13. The number 13 references knocking at death's door. Number 9 represents portal, evolution, gates. Okay, Friday the 13th. Friday represents the 5th day of the week. 5, 5. Something about the root. Okay, Friday is the core. So this is the origin story. The root. I got the root chakra with number 5. So about origin story, the core, the seed. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. Pay attention. This is the beginning. We're going all the way to the beginning. So about what happened in the beginning, the very beginning, set the course for everything else. Okay, so Friday the 13th represents knocking at death's door. Friday the 13th, knocking on death's door. The door. This is the root. This is the beginning of what occurred, the original story. The original story. That's what Friday the 13th means. Thank you, Curly Girl. Especially when you use gambling too. Lucky number 13 is often used in gambling, like could look at it as gambling with death. Because we mentioned in the movie Friday the 13th, Monopoly was referenced, that game, Monopoly. What do we know about that game? Okay, Monopoly. And remember the channel message I got? I said that This is all based on a true story, but it has to do with Native Americans. Their land was stolen. So about their lands was stolen, but something occurred to this a specific tribe. Something happened to them. They were wiped out. They were wiped out like a genocide type of thing. But that was Jason, which represents the Son of Man, which represents the sun. That was the sun, the light, people. The light protected this tribe. So what happened to them angry the light. So that's why Jason was formed. Jason represents the avenging angel. I said that. He comes back. He comes to avenge the souls that suffered, the souls that were silenced. Because remember, if you pay attention to the killing, he cuts their throat. He don't just use knives. He used axe or something. But yeah, he comes in to protect the souls that suffered, that was silenced, and that their story was never told. So the light changed its form. It became the avenging angel or something. Jason is the avenging angel. But something about Friday the 13th, it's the movie, it's the root, it's the core, it's the beginning, it's the original story. So whatever happened, this true event, this true story that no one knows about, people just think this is just a movie, but this is a code that no one knows about, is the beginning to something. It's the beginning, the root. Okay, we're gonna leave it there because things just got interesting. But we're gonna leave it there with Friday the 13th. I'm gonna post the schedule live for next Friday regarding Friday the 13th Part 2. So make sure you guys watch Friday the 13th Part 1. If you haven't watched it, watch Part 1 and watch Part 2 because we're gonna decode that next live on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Do you also want to know the year just in case? His birthday is 1946. Thank you, Yari. 1946. I wanted to write a money sign with that, the year of money. I literally wrote the money sign before. I'm like, why am I writing a money sign? Nothing is what it seems. That's the thing. And God likes to hide his message and clues to those who know how to decode it. He uses things that people, or he chooses, he don't use, he choose. He chooses people, remember I said he chooses people that are misfits, rejects, people that no one look at, people that society dismiss, don't think nothing of. He chooses them to be his messengers, to hide his codes, to hide his message, his clues. He chooses them. So for him to choose a serial killing movie, it's very telling of God's mind. The Indian Commission Act passed on 1946. Native Americans were able to claim land from the U.S. government. Wow. Did not know that. I should really do my research, y'all. Native American can claim land. I think, girl, is it raining? It is raining, child. Were able to claim that from the U.S. government. Okay, you guys, I really need to go. Hold on. Yeah, I have to go. But we will save the rest. What did we didn't get to? I said we're gonna save something. I wrote it down. We're gonna save Monopoly, because because that's going to be referenced again throughout the whole movie. Something about monopoly. Everything has to. It comes down to land, money, profit. And I said the Native American is going to be the first group of people that's going to be blessed by God. I said that. People think it's black people, but it's actually the Native Americans because they are the original story. What happened in the beginning? Something happened in the beginning that no one knows about, but it's going to come out. This is the year of truth, so it's going to come out. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, right. And remember, I said we said the townspeople were acting a little funny. Okay, they know what occurred way back then, but they stay silent. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I can't wait for part two. I'm gonna see what part two is like. I feel like it's gonna be very interesting. Part two is gonna be very interesting. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna leave it there. We will discuss this furthermore in part two, I'm sure. We might see something that we didn't even see in the beginning. So, like the first movie. So, this is going to be very interesting as we go through this journey of decoding. Keep in mind, we're beginners. That's okay. We will evolve and grow as time goes on. We don't know everything. We're learning as we go. Slow and steady wins the race. Remember that. Slow and steady wins the race. But okay, I'm gonna leave it there. See you guys. Bye.